Hey, how's it going? So this week I want to show you how to build a timeline view out of any Notion database that has a date property associated to its rows. If you're like me, you're a visual person, and it can be really helpful to visualize a database, kind of give the context around the task that you're doing in a fashion such as this. As you can see, we've got each task from the database along with properties that I find valuable in this view, such as the priority and its current status, whether it's completed, in progress, or not started. So real quickly, I'm going to show you how to build this. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's say you have a database such as this. We're going to click the plus button here, select empty view. We're going to select the timeline, and let's just call this timeline view 2. You can call it whatever you like. We're going to show timeline by start date, but we have a separate start date and end date. So we're going to toggle that switch. And for end date, we're going to be sure to select the due date within our database. Now, if you have just one date property and you have an end date within that individual date, you will not toggle that switch that I just toggled that says I have a separate and a start and a finish date. So I hope that makes sense. Feel free to reach out afterwards if it doesn't. So continuing on, show table is an option to kind of merge the two, a traditional database view and a timeline view, to where you can have this existing table here on the left side. This can be valuable if, say, our date is so far along that some of the tasks have passed, or some are not even in view yet. You will know what all tasks are within this project or sprint, whatever it is, so that some doesn't get forgotten about. But for this example, we'll leave that unchecked. Show page icons, sure, works for us. And there you have it. So a couple more things I want to show you are the adding of properties that I find valuable, such as the priority and the status. Can be done very easily just by selecting to make them visible here on the side. You can also, if you change your mind and you would like the table, you can navigate to table, toggle that switch, and there you have it. You can also select which properties you would like shown here on this table. So let's say we want to do some of the same stuff. We can select priority, status. Assignees can be valuable here. Now, I don't have any assignees assigned to the task within my database, but that could be valuable for you if you do. We'll just leave that unchecked for the time being. Cool. And last thing I want to show you is the ability to change, say, the due dates or the start dates or the time to complete the task within this view specifically. So you can see my bar with two arrows on either side icon pops up when I hover right here. If you then click and drag, what I'm doing now is changing the due date. So the start date's still the 18th, but now we're saying, well, it can be done by the 25th. It's a low priority. Maybe some things came above it. We can push that out. Or say you'd like to push the entire task out, click somewhere here in the middle, click drag. It will maintain the same amount of time that you originally had to complete that task, but it will adjust both the start and the end date. So let's say I want it to start on the 28th. Well, now, because of that timeline that we said this task needs, it's now from the 28th to the 5th. So pretty cool functionality there. It's all happening on a timeline. It's very visual, useful for folks like me. And as simple as that, that's how you build a timeline view, or what some people consider a Gantt chart here in Notion. So see you next week. Cheers.